For the first time in more than 8 decades, a nation other than the United States has commissioned a true supercarrier into active service. With the Fujian CV-18, now officially part of the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy, China has entered an exclusive club once dominated entirely by the U.S. Navy. This new warship doesn't just mark China's arrival as a major maritime power. It challenges the technological monopoly long held by America's Gerald, or Ford-class carriers. While both ships represent the pinnacle of modern naval engineering, their designs reveal very different philosophies. The USS Gerald, or Ford, displaces roughly 100,000 tons, about 17.5% larger than the Fujian's 85,000 tons. The American carrier mounts 4 electromagnetic catapults, while the Fujian uses 3. That extra catapult allows the Ford to generate around 1/3 more sorties, giving it an edge in sustained high-tempo air operations. However, Fujian's slightly smaller displacement does not translate into lesser capability. Its efficient internal layout and advanced power distribution system allow it to operate a formidable air wing with remarkable energy efficiency. A design optimized for regional missions in the Western Pacific rather than global power projection. Power systems, nuclear endurance versus electrical efficiency. One of the most striking differences lies beneath the decks. The Gerald R. Ford is powered by twin A-1B nuclear reactors, each capable of producing vast amounts of electricity via steam-driven turbines. This gives the ship effectively unlimited range and the ability to sustain top speeds for extended periods. Yet, this endurance comes at a cost. Nuclear propulsion dramatically increases construction, maintenance, and refueling expenses, as well as the time each vessel spends in port between deployments. By contrast, the Fujian uses the world's first medium-voltage direct current integrated power system ever fitted to an aircraft carrier. This next-generation technology allows for greater electrical efficiency, smoother power management for energy-intensive systems like electromagnetic catapults, and much lower operational costs. While it cannot match the Ford's nuclear endurance, the Fujian system is ideal for sustained operations within East Asian waters, its primary theater of interest. Program performance: 2 paths, 2 outcomes. The developmental history of each ship tells a revealing story about national industrial priorities. Despite being China's first indigenous supercarrier, Fujian's construction and trials progressed with impressive smoothness, showcasing a disciplined, sequential testing approach. The same cannot be said for its American counterpart. The Gerald Ford program became infamous for cost overruns, system failures, and protracted delays. Subsystems such as electromagnetic catapults, radar arrays, weapons elevators, and even the waste management system suffered chronic issues. A U.S. watchdog organization, the Project on Government Oversight, famously cited it as a model of how not to build a ship. These issues delayed Ford's first operational deployment until March 2022, 5 years after commissioning. In contrast, the Fujian is expected to deploy by 2026, barely a year after entering service. An aircraft carrier's true measure of strength lies in its air wing. Here, China's progress is nothing short of remarkable. The Fujian will operate a next-generation mix of aircraft, including J-15T carrier-based fighters, catapult-capable variants, J-15DT electronic warfare versions, J-35 stealth fighters, and KJ-600 airborne early warning and control aircraft. This lineup gives the Fujian a modern, multi-role force with strong radar coverage, electronic warfare support, and stealth penetration capabilities. By contrast, the USS Gerald Ford still relies primarily on F/A-18ENF Super Hornets, as full integration of the F-35C Lightning II has been slowed by software and catapult compatibility issues. In sheer performance terms, the J-15 and J-35 both exceed the F/A-18ENF and F-35C in combat radius, payload capacity, radar size, and thrust-to-weight ratio. The result is a Chinese carrier air wing that may already be qualitatively superior in certain mission sets, especially long-range strike and air dominance roles. Looking forward, the future of carrier aviation may tilt further in China's favor. The U.S. Navy's FA-XX sixth-generation fighter program has faced severe funding cuts and schedule uncertainty. Meanwhile, China's aerospace industry is moving aggressively toward deploying its own sixth-generation aircraft, both land-based and carrier-capable, potentially years ahead of the United States. If the PLA Navy introduces a naval sixth-generation jet before 2035, the Fujian could field an air wing a full generation ahead of any U.S. carrier at sea, a strategic shift not seen since the early Cold War. The price tag tells a story of contrasting industrial realities. The USS Gerald, our Ford, cost over $17.5 billion, while the Fujian's estimated cost is around $6 billion, nearly 3 times cheaper. This disparity reflects not only the efficiency of China's vast shipbuilding sector, but also the prohibitive costs tied to U.S. nuclear propulsion and bespoke subsystems. For the PLA Navy, lower costs and shorter maintenance cycles mean higher operational availability and more time at sea, a crucial factor for a Navy still building global experience. Conclusion: the commissioning of the Fujian CV-18 represents far more than the debut of a new warship. It signifies the moment China crossed the threshold from regional power to a true peer competitor of the United States at sea. While the USS Gerald, our Ford, maintains advantages in endurance and sortie generation, the Fujian counters with efficiency, advanced aircraft, and design maturity. As China moves closer to deploying sixth-generation naval fighters, the balance of power in carrier aviation may soon tilt in a direction few would have predicted a decade ago. In short, the age of American monopoly on supercarrier dominance is now over. A new era of carrier parity has begun.